mistakes really killed you, Ricky?
Yeah, it did, mate. It's in the first half, I think we got down there 7 times and didn't execute correctly, which is a very, very common call I'm sure you're all getting from coaches at the moment. Or drop the ball 5 times out of 7. You can't do that against that team. You know, we just took the amount of pressure we built upon them and getting the ball in their end and being in a good position to attack from, we let ourselves down, which is disappointing, but we've got to learn from that.
Against that team, you obviously want to get off to a good start and 12-0 pretty quickly. Just knock the gas out of the guys a little bit.
It was from 2 errors, John, too. You know, I think it was a drop ball and a penalty. And, you know, you talk about that team. You know, we all go wow about that roster they got, and you know, it's not from a jealousy point of view. That's what I've got to aspire to. And that my job is, they're a benchmark. We've got to aspire to getting that type of roster. We've got to keep developing our own, and we've got to keep bringing people into our squad, and that's where our aspirations have to be, towards building a really, really strong roster that can compete against that type of team if we ever think we're going to be a top 4 team. And where there's no concern from me as a coach with the boys about our effort. The amount of ball we turned over and the little errors that we performed today was, if we didn't have that a bit of grunt desire in us, we would have got beaten by a lot more. But no, they're a proud squad and they're very disappointed with themselves, upset that we didn't give more of a fight. But we didn't lose the game there in around the middle. I mean, our forwards were very good today. I just thought that they were very smart in the halves and very classy on the edges. That's where they got us.
Well, you say the edges, they stripped the numbers pretty a lot, didn't they? And I think everyone on their back line bar Mitch scored a try, which showed,
no, I didn't know that. Options. I didn't know that, so it goes to show that what I'm saying is pretty close to the mark. I mean, they were too classy on the edges and in the halves for us.
Correct. So I guess out there was that disappointing. I guess it was basically the same play 4 or 5 times a day. They scored tries off out there.
Yeah, it was disappointing, mate. I'll just go back to like Stick said. You give any team that much ball, let alone a team like the Roosters, they're going to make you pay, and they did a few times. So yeah, we're disappointed, but we just got to put it behind us and then move on, because we've got Manly next week, and they're going to be tough as well.
Did you do that highlight? I guess just to that, like I say, during the week, that's the benchmark. One of the benchmark teams is a highlight. Just where this team has to aspire to, I guess. And
absolutely. I think there's probably 10 or 12 teams that need to aspire to that, and they're setting the benchmark, and good on them. That's the quality of the club, the quality of the people running the club, and the roster. So, you don't look down upon it. I look towards that and think, well, there's my goal. That's the goal and the benchmark I have to set for my club, and we will. We've got goals going forward and aspirations in regards to having a team that can compete for the top 4. If we don't have those goals, I'm wasting my time and the club's time and the boys.
You're flipping the edges around a little bit again today with Edric back onto the wing. I guess it's just
I think he looked more comfortable there, mate. He's found the workload as centre being a little bit heavy for him, not having played a lot of footy last year and not playing a lot of centre over his career. It was a bit of a trial to see how he'd go there, especially with Sissa being involved. But losing Sissa and moving Eddie to the left was a pretty easy decision. I thought Jordan Rapana on our right edge today, the guy who's played 4 or 5 first-grade games, I thought he was really powerful, very strong. He continues to just keep getting better, and that's what I keep talking about. Just keep these young blokes getting as much football as we possibly can get them, and they'll keep developing into better players.
Croker, did you feel it out there with, I guess, the 12-0 start? Just the guys got a bit of juice sucked out of them there straight away against a pretty good team.
Yeah, it was pretty taxing there early on. The first half, it was we just kept giving them piggybacks and leg ups down the field, and
I think we did well there to be 18-6 at half time.
Yeah.
They bounce out to 12-0 on a lot of teams. They go out and they're putting 40 or 46 on them. I think we did well to hang on to our guns and score last in that first half. When we got into the rooms at half time, boys were disappointed. I actually said to them, the amount of ball we turned over and the amount of chances we gave them, we've done a good job to be 18-6. But I can assure you, we'll bounce out of the sheds tonight with energy more so than being down disappointed. We haven't got enough time to be disappointed. It's only round 4. We've got to keep getting better. We've just got to keep practising and working hard. That's the one thing I don't have to be concerned about, because Toots has really got a great control over his boys in regards to what the energy they bring to each session and the amount of effort they're bringing to every game. So Jarrod's doing a great job at that, and we're not going to dwell upon this, I can assure you.
Next week, Croaks, Manly in Albury. They're 1-3 as well. Big game for both teams, isn't it? Next week.
Yeah, it is. Like I said before, we'll have to be a lot better, and I think we will. I know we will. The boys are all disappointed, like Stick said. We just got to, get up and get that energy, and we'll be right for next week. I'm
jumping in the shadows, John. It's 5th round.
Yeah.
And we're a brand new team, and we'll just keep improving. So that was a bit of a setback in regards to some very simple, fundamental errors, which is we're better than that. We've just got to learn to be executing in good ball. We're getting out of our end very well with our execution. We've got to be better down there into the field.
Yeah,